Good evening, race fans, and tonight the Relentless Racing Truck Series is taking it to one of my home tracks, Nashville Fairgrounds. It is going to be a wild one. Short track racing at its best here, especially when we put these guys that much horsepower in that little parallel parking right there on the back stretch. Horse Boat, I see you out there. Well, we was going to drag up one of our winners, Nathan Fuller, but he is not in Discord, so his loss. Let's scroll up to here and see who we got in here. I see one we're going to go after. He's one I usually pull for, and he lets me down, but he said he was going to change that tonight, so hopefully he will do a little better than what he's been doing. And he's a fellow Tennessee native with me also. Matt, welcome up here in the booth, man. How you feeling about Nashville? Matt, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm back. What's up?
Said, how you feeling about Nashville tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just gonna take it slow and try and get through it cleanly for once.
Well, I already put you on the spot. Said the guy I always picks for. He's been letting me down, but you said you was going to turn it around, so y'all watch out for that number 7. He may be up in the front.
We'll see.
Well, you've been down there with Alan Coombs a little bit. Have y'all got kind of a little bit of a strategy figured out?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I'm just gonna start at the back of the pack, regardless of where I qualify, and just try and save tires and keep it clean. Oh, there's my son. What's up?
Well, I legit into that and a few other
All right.
practice laps. We'll send you back down there, bud. Good luck tonight, and don't let me down again. The fans
All
are
right.
depending on you.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
I'll get you to the right channel. Our high side. There we are. One of the high side racers. He's not having the best, but right now looks like we got Spencer Dewsbury. Sorry about that mispronunciation on that one. But man, the off week, these guys are coming back. They go from a super speedway to a short track. They say it's Nashville Fairgrounds Super Speedway, but it's just speedway. So right there, we got Joe Robert in the 18th SBRN. A little favoritism on that one. So another driver we've got out there, Thomas Torrey, who ain't out there on the track right now, but Michael Pimperi, looking like he may be doing pretty good himself. And we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Been the first thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.
Make sure we give those sponsors a little bit of love. They pay somewhat of our bills we've got up here. And tonight, since he's off admin duties, we're gonna have the one and only, I guess you could say, team owner of Exile Racing is going to be joining us up in the booth tonight, Mr. Bobby Rafferty. Bobby, caught you off guard, but man, how's the team feeling for the track tonight?
Everybody's feeling pretty good. As of right now, I know myself and Zach obviously are not racing, and unfortunately, it does not look like our truck driver made it in the session. So, kind of a night off for us at Exiled, which is not a horrible thing.
No, y'all been doing pretty good here in pretty much all series. So I mean, a little time off is well rewarded, I guess.
No, absolutely. And I mean, that's the one nice thing about this league is you do have the ability to drop 4 races during, the entirety of the season because obviously, family things come up and family's got to come first. We do this for fun. We do this to relax and unwind and disconnect from the real world. So, sometimes, even if something's not coming up and you're just not feeling it, you're like, you know what? I just want to sit on the couch with the old lady and pet the dog and watch some TV. Hey, you got that ability over here.
Well, at least it's not watch the dog and pet the old lady.
Yeah, that would yeah,
Or.
we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Could get spicy.
Well, speaking of spicy, I think tonight is going to be one it's going to be in the books. I believe tempers are going to be flaring tonight.
Yeah, I went out there and turned some laps, and the setup feels really, really stable. But if you push it a little bit too hard off corner exit, she will definitely bite you. There's a very fine line between in the track and I'm just wrecked. So it should be interesting. We've got, let's see here, we've got a good field of trucks. Not sure exactly the count on them, but we definitely have a real
Looking about
decent field of trucks.
25,
And
26.
20, let's see here, this just came up. 27 are registered, but I know there's myself and Zach are not racing, so say about 25 trucks on a short track like this is going to be action packed, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's one thing, and this is one track I've actually been to, it being like a hometown track. And I'm gonna tell you what, the racing at it is just phenomenal to watch. But that hill, 1 and 2 may be bad on the track, but walking up that hill on 1 and 2, if you've ever been there, man, get the go kart, ride it up, ride the golf cart, man.
When Joe Graff Jr. was still racing pro and super late models back in the day, this was definitely a favorite of his. He always liked coming to the fairgrounds. He said it's one of those tracks. It's so fast that you don't really have time to think. You only have time to react. And I've experienced that in Whale and Tour modifieds where you put them on a small track, especially even smaller than this. Ran a tour modified on a quarter mile, and you literally, by the time you're out of one corner, you're into the next one. You physically don't have time to think or take a breath or reset. You're just reacting, and it really separates the drivers from the guys that are maybe not such drivers.
Yeah, definitely. And it, a little bit more as far as on how the truck handles stuff I do. But on the tire wear, you said you rode a couple laps of it. How do you think the tire wear is going to play out tonight?
I think if guys are too aggressive, it could go one of two ways. You're either going to burn the right front off or you're going to burn the right rear off, depending on if, you're overdriving in or you're getting a little bit too antsy on the loud pedal center off. But the guys that are patient and, kind of let the truck settle and do what it needs to do, you're going to see those guys, I think, towards the end of the fuel runs go to the front. A fuel run tonight, we're probably looking, I would say, right about 70 laps, but tire fall off is going to be the key tonight. I think we're going to see these guys with 3 sets of tires. Depending on how cautions fall, I think we'll start seeing guys maybe duck in probably about lap 25 if we have a caution around there, and then probably about 75 if we have a caution there as well. Or we could see them, if we get one around halfway and just do it on the one stop. They're definitely going to have to pit for fuel, but tires are going to be key tonight, I think.
We're seeing the fans starting to come out there. Double J pulling for FRC Motorsports, and they're sitting pretty comfortable in the points. I mean, they're at 1, 3, 7, and 13th respectfully, with Nathan leading the points. So, and Michael DeWalt right there behind them.
Yeah, they've definitely stepped up. How well they've been doing this season. They've been pretty consistent. Been a very clean thorn in the side of Johnny, who's been racing in this division. We've also on Exile got another guy coming in. He should be starting this Thursday in the ARCA series, and then possibly in the trucks, also moving forward. But we'll leave that for a surprise. But FRC is definitely a team to be reckoned with in this series. They're very quick. They're consistent. They're smart with the way they make their moves. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out.
But Exile has one thing FRC don't have, and that's a win. So momentum may change, but Johnny Berg, he unfortunately don't look like he made it tonight, so that may put a little damper in him's 4th place in points. But hey, that win, he's still good rolling into that playoff with no problem.
And that's it. Johnny, I think he hasn't had the best of luck in the truck series, but when he does have the luck, he's always up there. We'll see how it plays out. I actually just shot him a message, see what happened. Like I said, he could have just been like, hey, I'm out with the family. You know what? You do you. I've never fault any of my guys for something like that.
Well, qualifying's over, and it looks like we got Spencer Dewsbury on the poles. Jeremy Bill gonna be right on the inside of them. So before we go green flag racing, we're gonna give a shout out to the Hutchinson brothers with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
"90 laps, Relentless Racing Truck Series, race number 6, Nashville Fairgrounds, fixing to be underway. I'm ready for it. I say the ticket bot's going to be busy tonight."
God, I hope not. Don't wish that on us. Nah, this should be really good tonight.
Pace
The
cars.
guys are going past the pace car. They're antsy. They're ready to go. They want to get this show on the road.
Pace car wasn't even ready for it.
Nope. pace car almost had to file a ticket there.
All right, over and under, Bobby. Cautions.
They did real good at Daytona, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed here that we can carry this over into Daytona, or from Daytona into here. I'm hoping, you know, if we see, I would say 2 cautions tonight, I consider that a huge, huge success for this track with this many trucks, but we'll see.
Boy, that's a man. Go buy a lottery ticket. That's all I want to say. Because if you hit it, that is lucky. I'm giving it at least 8.
Oh, I'm
I
hoping
hate
not.
that. I hate to put it.
For 90 laps, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping these guys can put on a really good show. I think everybody here, I'm thinking everybody here is about tired of driving around under caution, because we're here to race. We're not here to run under caution, and I think they showed that at Daytona. So we'll see, but the pace car is about to drop off. And green flag is out.
Better restart than I was expecting.
You just cursed it. 2 around at the front, and a big pile up on back. That's what you call that announcer's curse right there.
That was. Let's walk it back, and it looks like Spencer Dewsbury may have got a little bit loose, but I'm gonna look and see before I say anything definite, because I am allowed to be wrong. What happened before him? It's like the 20.
It looks like the 20 came down a little bit, and Spencer came up a little bit, and they met in the middle and synchronized spinning there. And at that point, there's really nothing anybody behind them can do.
Yeah.
That's about the worst time and the worst spot that you could have something happen.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the one that got real beneficial from that was Matt Lavelle and William Moore.
Yep.
And then after that, it's pretty much just traffic jam. Literally. I'll tell you what, 75, he was smart. He just stayed back there on the inside. Spencer just parked.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't move. Well, that's gonna...
Just looking through everybody here. Honestly, the worst for wear out of the trucks, I would say, would probably be the number 31 of Michael DeWalt, but everybody else doesn't seem to be too terrible. Definitely some crinkled fenders out there, but nothing crazy. The number 90 is a little bit beat up as well, but and the 47, the truck that is now in the lead, but I don't think anything too crazy that's going to affect these guys.
Yeah, but you're right there. Coming out of turn 2 with that stack up, everybody's got the momentum coming in. You really have nowhere to go.
No, you really don't, unfortunately. And you know, again, it's that word that I'm always harping on, patience. You know, but again, beginner series, these guys will learn. We do have a really talented bunch here, so they'll get it worked out.
Just like all good things. We had what, about 6 caught up in that one.
Just about.
It was almost like they heard me. They didn't want me to be right. Trying to compliment them, and they proved me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this again. Maybe they'll have a bad restart.
Green is out. through turn 1 and 2. Alright, we got further than we did the last time. That's a good thing.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna let it be
I
on you
really-
this time.
Yep, I really think if we can get this spread out a little bit here, we should be alright, and we should see some really good racing like Richmond. Once we got kind of spread out, which, there we go. In the back,
Corey
going
Wakefield,
3 wide.
He had already, he'd already had issues. He had spun on the front stretch and trying to get it back under control. I'm just gonna say right there, he hit that apron and came up, and that was.
Yep.
Well, at 55, I'm gonna tell you what, he's counting his blessings really good. Yeah, Anthony Crownover, he threaded that needle.
Absolutely, he did. But again, like I said, I think if they can get it to where they kind of spread out a little bit, we're going to end up seeing some really, really good racing, because the setup is going to be the setup is geared towards that. You know what I mean? Where it's able to work very well on that low line and on that middle line. So again, I think we get to that point, we're gonna see a pretty decent race here tonight. We just got to get to that point, get through the first 3 or 4 laps, get everybody settled in, and then go to work.
Sam Gordon, he's making it work right now. He up to 4th, but right now one of the ones that's up the highest, and it's gonna be Joe O'Barra in that 22. He's up 14 spots. I like that scheme, man. That next foot scheme.
Yeah, it does look sharp. It definitely does look sharp. I am a fan of that one. Other scheme that I was looking at earlier, let's see if I can find it. Number 97 of Nathan Penley. Good wrench truck, but it's got almost a chrome effect to the blue. That thing is really, really sharp.
It does look nice.
And then look who's all the way up to, it looks like third place right now.
Yeah, he's working his way up.
If Joe can keep his head on straight, I think Joe is going to be my my pick to win this, to be honest with you, because Joe is extremely fast at this track. I learned that in the ARCA series 2 seasons ago. I'm pretty sure he actually took the win here 2 seasons ago in ARCA when me and Jacob were fighting with each other instead of focusing on trying to run him down.
Matt, the over-under. Bobby said 2. I said 8. Bobby is already shot out the window unless they do 76 laps of clean racing.
Yep, I lost. I was trying to be optimistic, and they done proved me wrong. So I'm just praying we don't get to that number 8.
Try it one more time. Comparing Fuller door to door.
Oh, got another one around in the backstretch. That would be Mr. Nathan Fuller. Let's see what happened with him. See if he just got loose or if he got some help. Nope. He hit that bump coming off at 2 that will really, really unsettle any vehicle that you run here. Doesn't matter if it's a modified, late model, truck, ARCA car. You hit that bump just wrong and you've got the wrong amount of gas pedal into it. It will swap ends on you real fast, and that's what that looked like right there. Is he just hit that bump and it said, nope, we're going around.
And it makes you wonder, that first caution, could that have been a major contributor to it right there?
I don't think so, because I think both the guys were far enough up the track where that wasn't an issue. But hats off to Nathan. Nathan did a fantastic job. Yeah, he spun, but he kept it out of the inside wall, so he's no harm, no foul there. So hats off to him for keeping it out of the fence there. It could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, especially in his position where he was at, it could have wiped out quite a few.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, go ahead and start doing a rain dance, because this is fun. We're having fun. Need these guys to settle down and get some green flag laps underneath their belt.
Uh, 17 for 90. Might be a long night, Bobby.
I'm hoping not. I keep saying it, I'm a broken record here, but I'm hoping they go ahead and get this mess sorted out and we can go racing.
That's about like how it was last night in the Xfinity. The first half of it was kind of rough, but it settled down about the last 50 laps.
Yeah, I caught maybe I don't know. I want to say maybe about the last 30 laps of the Xfinity race last night. I was asleep. I'm not even gonna lie. I got home, I laid down. I was out cold by about 5:30 last night. I was tired, and my body said, "Nope, you're done."
I've done that Sunday. I got home about 4 and I woke up at 7 o'clock Monday morning to go to work.
Yeah, sometimes your body just says, "Nope, you're done."
Like that old saying, you can't burn at both ends of the candles.
Well, I try like hell.
And you saw what happened. You was asleep and didn't even know it.
Yep. Well, it's that dad thing, you know. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Work harder.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
pace car is off and green flag is out. Joe looking for the lead already, going into turn 3 and 4, and caution's out again. Man,
But now back was involved in that. Oh, he just took the turn entirely too fast. Lit up the track right in front of Ibarra.
yep. And like I said earlier, the set does feel good, but it almost will lull you into a false sense of security, because it's got all the grip in the world until it doesn't, and it's a very fine line that you have to walk.
Now back came down and got into the 070, got into the 75. Well, we'll eventually simmer it down.
I'm hoping.
Well, right now, Pace Car is leading the most laps with, I believe he's leading 20.
And we got Joe is sitting in the lead now, so I'm thinking if we do go green, I think Joe's going to do one of two things. Joe is going to go out there and burn his stuff up, or Joe is going to be real smart about this, and he's going to end up walking the field.
Well, from sponsor point of view, I sure hope it's the second.
That's going to be all on him. I'd like to see Joe have a good run, though. God's honest truth, I would like to see Joe have a good run. It'd be cool to have him in victory lane tonight.
That would be a very what's the word? Sentimental, I guess. That's not the word I'm looking for, but SBRN truck getting the win at a home track.
Absolutely, that would be cool for you guys. I trust me, I get it. It's always cool when Johnny wins in the ARCA series, being the sponsor for that series, as well as him being one of my drivers. That always makes me extremely happy. So I get it.
Let's see if I can do it again. I don't know how this one's going to turn out, but I'm not saying nothing about this restart, so I'm going to leave it all on you.
That's all right. All right, pace car is in. Green flag is out right now. Gonna be going 2x2x2 all the way into the corner. Joe's just gonna edge out. And Joe Robert has your lead. And look at that, we made a lap. Now you can go ahead and take it.
So far, so good.
I did see Matt queue up in race chat, so.
Oh,
there we go. Man, oh man.
Bobby, I just don't think I even need to talk.
I getting to the point where I don't know what to say. You're the pro with this. I'm the rookie. I need some help there, crew chief.
It looked like that bump play. Now they was past it. They was coming into 3. It looked like.
Yep.
It happened in front of Fuller.
Was Mr. Pimpere and Mr. Beal. And I'm assuming Mr. Beal was just parked by race control, so I am not sure what happened there, but it looks like Mr. Beal will not be returning with us for the rest of the night. So I'm fortunate to see that. Well, we said spicy. We definitely got spicy. It's all the spicy tonight.
I'm having to say I don't think that right there is going to follow him. That caution didn't follow him, Bill.
I don't think it
Going
was
back and
much
looking.
the caution being on Beal. I think something might have been said.
Oh, okay. Yep. I have no ideas about that one. Mine's muted, so.
Yep, same thing with mine. And there is a reason for that.
Oh, it's spicy Carolina Reaper spicy. Believe your boss just showed up out there. This Weeks is dropping in. You gotta act right now. Act good now, Bobby.
I'm sorry about that. I was listening to an announcement from Matt, and I got a little bit of an insight to who, what, where, when, and why. But we're gonna leave that one to race control and the racers. But spicy. We'll go with spicy.
a third of the way into the race. What, 28 caution laps? 6 green laps?
About that, unfortunately. Man, I'm hoping this cleans up, not just for our sake for calling it, but also for our viewers out there, so they can see some good racing tonight. Green is out again. Looks like second place got one heck of a jump there on the start. They're going to be coming off 1 and 2 here side by side, and still side by side down the backstretch.
You had them almost thinking about putting it 4 wide there for a minute. There's not that much track available to do that.
No, definitely. We'll see. Hopefully everybody's behaving. It looks like everybody's starting to show a little bit more give than take here. And still have an awesome, awesome battle going on up front. There's great battles going on all over the place on the track right now.
Wiggins got loose coming out of 2, but able to get it back under control.
Chad is very, very good with car control. I've seen him, I've raced with him for the past 2 seasons, and I've seen him save some slides that I didn't think was possible.
Well, you clicked on the crash cam, and it almost went into a seizure between 3 or 4 different trucks there.
Yep. Looks like our best battle on the track right now is right up. There we go. Caution is out again. But you know what? I'll take it. We went about 5-6 green flag laps there. Mr. Dewsbury looks like he ended up going around. Let's go back and see what happened here. Looks like he just got tight up off the corner and came up the track and across the nose of Michael DeWalt, and really nothing he could do. But that truck looked like it bound up real bad off of that bump and pushed straight up the track, and not a whole heck of a lot he could do there.
Yeah, it don't matter how much awareness you have of what's around you. It's just a matter of having the room to get around it.
Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you're put in spots where there's, like you said, there's literally nothing you can do, and it is what it is at that point.
Michael Ball was on the receiving end. Him and Joe Nowback both innocent bystanders. We're in Nashville, not Chicago, so.
Oh, Mr. Matt Webb just got the lucky dog, and he is officially back on the lead lap. Next one up on the docket would be Mr. Stephen McComas. He's out here trying to make sure that he's got his PC situation all sorted out, and his PC is going to work and behave itself. Because last week his PC was not, or 2 weeks ago, it was not playing nice with him. It blue screened on him, unfortunately.
I remember that one very well. Right through, I believe it was turn 2 or 3. Took a few with them.
Yes, he did, and he honestly felt more bad for the guys that he took with him than than the end of his own race. He was more upset about ruining other people's races, but that's just the way. That's just the type of person Steven is. He's a good guy.
Well, almost halfway through it. He's somebody who we hadn't talked too much about, and I'm kind of afraid to. That's going to be Brady Price. He's making his way up through there slowly. His truck looks relatively clean.
Brady could be another dark horse, to be honest with you, because Brady has definitely got the speed. He's definitely a younger driver, but he's learning fast, and he's definitely learning patience very, very quickly, and it's been doing him a lot of good. So I'm proud of how far Brady has come within this league, and the driver that he's becoming.
Out there redeeming some of those viewer points. We're going to ride around with Chad Wiggins on this restart.
That'll be cool. I might do the same with you guys here.
He's actually in a pretty good spot for this restart. He's about mid-pack.
Yep, sitting in 14th place.
You can see just how that truck bounces going through there. They're thinking that they're 3 wide up there.
Boom! That's what it looks like when you miss a wreck.
He actually had a pretty good view of it.
Had a real good view of it. For a second there, I thought he was going to get collected into it. That looked like the 27 just either got loose or missed corner entry or something and darted up the track.
Spencer once again caught into another one.
Yeah, some guys are going to be very happy to be leaving this place.
Well, I guess since we're
Honestly,
go ahead.
I'm just looking at this again. It almost looks like the way that truck reacted, it looks like the 27 locked the right front up. With the way that thing went straight and slid up the track, I don't think he got loose or missed a corner. I think he locked the brakes. It just would not turn for him whatsoever.
While we're under this caution, we're going to give a little bit of love to, I believe, some folks you know, Cutscene Sleep Aid.
Absolutely.
Been the first thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.
Well, over halfway now. 7th caution. Getting close.
I think, unfortunately, I think we both grossly underestimated. I hope not. I hope you win this bet. Just like I hope my Jets help you out in fantasy this week.
They came in, and from what I've been reading on the wire, quick before they go green, is Rogers may be making that return here shortly.
Be interesting to see, but pace car is off and it is go time. Green flag is out. Joe looked like he spun the tires pretty bad there on that start. No, maybe not. I think the 61 jumped because the 61 has just dropped down and is entering pit road for a drive-through.
Got him.
And that's rough. That'd be the one right there. I'm still sitting back here watching Brady, and he's being very, very smart and letting guys go that want to pull to the front right now. But back up front, we got Joe Robert with a pretty substantial lead. Last time by was a almost 9/10. We'll see what it's at this time by. Spread it to almost a second and a half, so Joe is definitely hauling the mail here.
Right when I went to his in view, it looked like that Dewsbury was in the middle of a beautiful save.
Yeah, there was actually, I went back and watched that. There was 2 really good saves, but we got caution out, and I'm not sure where.
Not 100% sure myself.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Let's see
where
if
that
we've
caution came from.
bounced back far enough. Just roll through the field. Surely, I'm having a feeling it's going to be right about there with the 80 and the 17 as they look the 3 wide.
Going back and watching with you right now. Caution is out there. Where is this caution at? Ah, there we go. The number 47 car, it looks like, was involved. Yep, the 47 and the number 65 involved in this one. It looks like I hate to say it, I gotta call it like it is. Nathan Fuller went in there and gave him a little payow.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like the 65 slowed down. The 47 was there, and then Fuller was really had nowhere to go. 47's on the rough end of it. Should rebrand to CRL.
Yeah, and unfortunately now it's getting down to the time where you can't be patient anymore, especially with how many caution laps we've run. If you're gonna make anything happen, you got to make it. But Joe Robert in the pit, very interesting strategy here. Or maybe he knows something that everybody else doesn't about maybe the fuel. Maybe guys are going to be trying to stretch the fuel here to make it to the end, but I don't see how guys wouldn't make it when we were, I would say, within 20 laps of making it, and we haven't had too many green flag laps. So that'll be interesting to see here on, if that's the right call or not.
But shout out to J2L for coming in with that follow. Joe may have went in for tires. He's looking at about a 14-second pit stop, so
He definitely went in for tires, but I'm a little bit perplexed on why. But hey, he could prove me wrong. He's proved me wrong plenty of times on pit strategy before. I am not the strategy guy. I am the put the hammer down and go fast guy.
this is part of it with the beginner series. precautions.
Absolutely. Flag is out. I'm gonna let you keep an eye on the front of the pack. I want to sit back and watch Joe here and see how he makes his way through the field.
Those fresh tires on, I assume he's gonna risk it. Barrow into Wiggins, Wiggins into
Caution
DeWalt.
again.
We actually had the view on that one. Looked like it barricade down just a little too much.
Yeah, definitely.
But y'all have to show up tomorrow night. Cup. Thomas Torres seemed to wound being collected somehow. Pretty good drift save right there, if I must say.
Mm-hmm. I am, on a note of tomorrow, I am so excited for tomorrow. We're going to my home track. I'm pumped. I am definitely pumped for tomorrow night.
Except for Daytona. Daytona was a pretty impressive green race.
Daytona was a fantastic race. That was an awesome race to watch and to admin. It was like having a night off. Everybody did so good at Daytona, and that was when we had circled that we were going, oh no, they proved us wrong.
See y'all tomorrow night. Y'all going to Pocono.
Yep. We're going right to my backyard. I'm about an hour and a half away from Pocono and about 2.5 hours away from Watkins Glen. So 2 of my better tracks and 2 tracks that I really look forward to.
Well, schedules can align. I may have a which I won't be here, but Joe will. But we may be having a special somebody jumping in tomorrow night. So I'm just going to leave that as that.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I didn't know it was going to be tomorrow night. I'll have to message said special guest tomorrow while I'm at work.
Yeah, I may move it around and see if we can do it on Monday instead.
I would not mind it being tomorrow night. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, but I don't know if he'd survive Joe.
Solid argument. Solid argument. We got to get you in the booth for a Wednesday then. Because I think that special guest should definitely come see a cup race.
Ready to go, Bobby. You think we're going to finish green, white, checker?
You want the official answer or the honest answer?
Officially
Case?
honest.
No. Green flag is out.
Two in the wall. Tori is spinning. Oh, there it is again.
I think you're over as well now, so I don't think either one of us won the bet. I think the house won that one.
Perry got a little You can see it right there. He was already sideways. Tried sticking it to the wall and staying up there, and just slid down right into the 61. Thomas had nowhere to go, ate the rear end.
Oh man, I don't know if she's still in here or not, but Miss Weeks might have jumped in the chat with us on the broadcast because I told her you pulled me into the broadcast booth and I don't know what I'm doing. She said, "Oh boy, I'm gonna listen."
More than welcome. If I see her in the channel, I'll drag her in here.
That would be cool to get Miss Weeks up here. I know she's in the Discord. Maybe one night we should do that. We should get her in for a guest commentary role. Because one thing a lot of people don't know about her, she is an absolute avid NASCAR fan. She absolutely loves motorsports, but especially NASCAR, growing up in the area that she did.
She's also a lot of active in, I believe I've read where children's sports. Keeps her
Yes,
busy.
absolutely. Yes, majorly, and she's heavily involved in. We'll do a little bit of self promotion here. She's heavily involved in children's charity, and we actually do some charity streams. And of course, now that I'm talking about it, I'm drawing a blank. Miss Weeks, please, please, please do not kill me. But I will look it up here right now. Extra Life Charity. Basically, what they do is, guys, will do streams and we raise money for any of the Extra Life children's hospitals around the country as well as in Canada. So a lot of our real active streamers within Ancient World Gaming will do, subathons and things of that nature, where some guys will stream for 24 hours straight and all proceeds go to these children's hospitals for supplies, research, housing, anything that they can do to help families that have kids that are ill and that are in the hospital for extended periods of time, which is, to me, is one of the best causes that you possibly could ever imagine. Me personally, I would donate it if I had $10 left in my pocket, something like that. I would give $9 to it and leave myself with $1. But that's me.
Yeah, because the children are the future.
100%. And it's actually pretty cool. We were told that at one of these hospitals, a young man in particular actually put out a challenge to some of our Call of Duty players, our pro Call of Duty players, I believe it was, or Fortnite, and basically threw down the gauntlet and said, if I play against you guys, I'll kick all your guys' butts, which we absolutely loved. And hopefully we can make that happen. But lights are back off on the pace car, and it looks like we'll be coming back to 16 to go. And we'll see how this plays out.
I ain't even going to say it. As soon as I do, you see the Joe throwing it 3 wide.
Yep. Them new tires are definitely paying dividends for Joe. And he realizes with the way the race has been going, he doesn't have time to mess around. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. So fighting for that 5th spot as we got another wreck behind, and looked like a pretty big one.
With the 11th caution. So Thomas Torrey was involved in that one. Oh, it looked like a bump from the 35 into the, what was it, 38. Poor old Michael Ball. He's just been beat down everywhere on this track tonight.
Yeah, there's not a lot of clean trucks left out there. There's going to be a lot of money spent on sheet metal this week.
I believe my comment in the SBRN chat was pretty accurate.
Which one was that? Because unfortunately, I do not have that one open because I am watching this right now.
It was going to be a good race.
Ah, it's fun. We're having fun, as Matt would say. All the fun.
There's going to be a lot of people leaving tonight.
Emotional damage.
And they just hopefully they'll be ready by next week.
That's a lot of emotional damage right now, but we should be going back to green, I would say, with about 9 to go, and we also have, I believe it's 2 or 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. And Joe Robert has worked his way all the way up to 5th place. I'm thinking we might see that SBRN truck in victory lane tonight.
You've got Fuller up there too, and Penley, so, and the newcomers, and then William Bosworth and William Moore.
I just think those tires are going to be a little bit too much for everybody else to overcome, but we will see. I'll tell you right now, if I was out there, I would not be making it easy on Joe.
Yeah, because the only one that's really pitted in ahead of Joe was Fuller, and he pitted on lap 15, so his tires are. Fallen God out there. Fuller and Penley will dump you for a win. This restart really, Bobby. This restart's probably how it's going to play out.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We'll be coming back here with 8 laps to go, but again, like I said, we do have those green-white checkers too, so, and unfortunately, until proven otherwise, I think we're going to be using all of them, so a lot can still happen. Green flag is back out for the umpteenth time, and let's see how this plays out. Bunch of ping ponging, but oh, and Chad, is he gonna save it? No.
No.
That wreck started coming out of 2 and did not finish.
Yeah, that was
until center of 3 and 4. Man, I'll give them credit. They definitely did do everything they could to keep that one and give each other room. But man, it tightens up quick here. It really does. This is a tough, tight little short track. And I did just get the answer from Miss Weeks. She definitely said that she goes, we could probably make that happen about her coming up here and doing a guest announcer spot. So we'll get on that after the broadcast in the coming days, Jeremy.
that definitely will work.
We have Nathan Fuller sitting in 3rd, and Joe Robert, just by avoiding all that and being in the right place at the right time, is up to 2nd place, with Mr. Penley leading the race. So this is it's going to play out interesting. I know those tires will hold on that outside groove, especially when they're new. It actually might be an advantage for him to be starting to start on the outside.
You got a whole truck sale up there in turn 3. Start auctioning off body parts.
Ain't no doubt about that. Like I said, the teams are going to be busy at work hanging new bodies this coming week because, man.
Well, love you too out there, Carrie Lee Ann. 12th caution. This might be the first green white checker. I think they're going to be going in at 3.
I think so.
Well, if you know that, this is going to be the restart right here to watch. Penley, Joe, and Fuller, and Lucan, Brian Lucan. We hadn't talked much about him tonight, and he snuck his way up there, setting P4. Two of my good memories come off of this track. There's one where I met Bill Elliott at the SRX, and then hung out with Bernard Polar for a little bit.
One thing that I did find out recently about this track that I did not know is Darrell Waltrip was an absolute weapon at this track. Pretty much any time he showed up back in the day, he won. This was another track like Bristol for him.
Him and Bobby Hamilton put on some good late model races here. And the Xfinity ran here for a little bit. That was some good racing there too.
This would be a track I would love to see Xfinity go back to in real life, honestly, because like I said, I absolutely love this track. This place is just cool. It really, really is. But, alright, here we go again. Pace car is off and green flag is out.
And we got the jump on Joe.
He did. We'll see what Joe does here. Joe did not get as good of a run through 1 and 2 as I would have expected, but man, he drove it in hard. He drove it in hard going into 3. And he's in the fence. Overdrove it.
Not what we was wanting to see.
Getting tight off of 2 again. And another wreck. White flag was out though, so this is going to end it. And Penley is going to come across the line with the win. Joe Robert in 2nd, and William is going to end up 3rd.
The wall got him. Penley got his first win of the season, the first win. And I said it earlier. I said Exile had something that FRC didn't. Well, it's no longer the case.
Yep. Hats off to Nathan. He did a fantastic job, especially holding off Joe on those new tires. Very, very impressive.
I'm gonna say if the wall hadn't have been there, it would have been a whole lot closer, I believe, between them two.
100%. 100%. But like I said earlier, this setup, it had all the grip until it didn't, and it was an extremely fine line on you got the grip and you're wrecking, and you saw it right there. Joe just pushed the envelope just a little bit too much, and it came back to bite him.
Well, we're going to give a quick little shout out to our sponsors for this series, and then we're going to talk with our top 3. So hang around. We'll be right back.
It's been the first thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.
Bobby, he kept it clean. He started where he finished, so nothing really, nothing really to be ashamed too much of it. He started third, finished third. William, you kind of came through that last wreck clean and in your favor.
Yeah, it was not a fun night tonight, to be honest. I got taken out lap one by the two leaders colliding, and then I just never went to the pits to get track position. Then I had a couple of issues with the number four, which I don't want to comment about because I only see stupid stuff. But yeah, podium is okay, I guess. I don't think I'm in the running for the playoffs, but if I can, is it top 8, top 12, I can get back there in the points. It's a good day.
They're sitting 19th coming into this race, so this will drastically jump you up the field.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I should. I'm gonna try and be there more often so I can get higher in the standings.
Man, you drove a fine race tonight, so with that said, you get you some shout outs.
My team, Archer Brothers Esports, and that's pretty much it.
Short and sweet to the point. Well, congratulations, and we'll hopefully talk to you next week.
Sure, man. Thank you.
All right, I see Joe, but he is not up in the podium finishers. Do I drag him? What do you think?
Well, Joe knows where he's supposed to be, so if he don't, we may just skip over.
Very, very true. What do you think? Pull up Mr. Penley.
Yeah, I think we'll talk to Mr. Nathan. Nathan, you got a copy?
I sure do.
Well, it wasn't the best race. It wasn't the worst race, but up 12 spots in a win. So for you, I say it's pretty good.
I'm gonna roll with that. I'm not complaining one bit, man. It was an eventful race to say the least. But again, I'm not complaining.
Now, one question I had for you, Nathan. First, obviously, congratulations on the win. Heck of a job. But you had Joe Robert there pit with probably about 25 laps to go, and he was coming up through the field pretty quick on those new tires. You guys got that last caution. It was making you a little bit nervous knowing he was on such fresher tires than you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I had my teammate Sam behind me, and he is in my ear. He's fast, man. He's already up here because we watched him pit earlier in the race, with, I don't know, 20, 30 laps to go or something like that. And we were debating. I'm like, I was shocked he was, already pitting. I wasn't sure if he was. I assumed it was for tires, but we had so many cautions there throughout the race. I'm like, I was confident, that I could hold it down with the tires I already had. And I sure as heck didn't want to fight through that field with all them cautions and the carnage that was happening behind. So we decided to stay out. Glad I did, but it was terrifying with him coming up behind me, running through the whole field like that. I knew he was fast with them fresh tires.
Yeah, tires definitely meant a lot tonight, but you were able to keep it clean and just run exactly where you needed to, where it was going to force him to go somewhere where he didn't want to, and it worked out for you. So, if you have any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anybody, the floor is yours, my friend.
Absolutely, absolutely. First and foremost, shout out Relentless. You guys are awesome. You put on a heck of a broadcast. I watch them every single week after the race. Martin Sports for sponsoring the league, as well as Cutscene Sleep. Hendrick Motorsport Chevrolet for providing us with this super fast Chevy. Shout out FRC Motorsports. It's a great team. Happy to be a part of them. They have been awesome. Awesome. Can't say enough good things about them. Raise hell, praise Dale.
Absolutely, buddy. You have yourself a good night.
Oh, I sure will. It's comfy up here in Victory Lane.
Enjoy it, man.
All right, you guys take it easy.
All right, Jeremy. Well, Joe finally made his way over to the podium finishers. What do you think? We bring him up or we make him sweat for a minute?
We'll be sweating by the time he gets done.
All
Go
right.
ahead and
Well, I'm gonna let you handle this one, and I'm gonna drag him on up.
alrighty. Joe, you had it in the bag, but the wall kind of disagreed with you on that last lap, man. What happened with it?
I just came back. Say that again.
I said the wall beat you up on the last lap.
I don't know what happened. All the grip was just gone. Can't explain it. I mean, me, Nathan, and the other Nathan just we all straight line. I don't know why the grip was just suddenly gone. Why I don't know.
Well, driving through the field, man, you saw a lot of carnage around you. Was you sweating pretty heavy trying to get through it and not get hit?
No. I mean, I know I had the speed. I mean, I know how to take the passes. I mean, we're fine. So, just frustrated.
So you can tell when Joe's frustrated, he is not talking a lot.
Absolutely, but I will say this, Joe. I definitely doubted you coming in for the tires with that many laps to go, but man, you proved me wrong. You drove up through the field very, very, very well. Like you said, it wasn't just you though. The three of you guys all lost grip at that point, but still a heck of a run with the amount of cautions we had to come back from all the way in the back of the pack in 20 laps to be contending for a win there. So I wouldn't hang your head too low on that one. You and Penley are definitely gonna extend your points lead here. And you go on to the next one. I think you guys are pretty much going to be a shoe-in for the playoffs, and I definitely think you're going to be in contention for more wins this season, without a doubt.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you this way: like with the race, it's just with all the restarts, the rears were just getting killed. They were sucking more and more every single restart. We were getting our doors blown off. And then, what happens when we get our doors blown off later and then we just don't have the stuff to pass them back? So it was the only
Without a
option.
doubt. Without a
Um,
doubt. And if you,
which
like I said, if you guys didn't lose grip, you definitely made the right decision. Jeremy even said it in the broadcast. If that wall was about 3 foot further out, we might have been having a totally different discussion right now. So
I mean, I don't get it. Like, how did all three cars lose grip? Like, what changes in the course a couple caution laps?
hashtag Nashville things. You know that from the ARCA race. So,
I bet he was
but
licking oil on that last lap. We'll go with that.
there you go.
Yeah, because like all three cars. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun race, I guess. But yeah, just
Well,
we were fast when it was coming to racing, but on the restarts, it just sucked.
we will let you go. Obviously, you're very disappointed in the way that one turned out, and I can't say I blame you. Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors before we let you go?
Sure. Shout out to Ethan for bringing me on. I know he wanted to bring me on for a while, so we're putting down good results for him. Still haven't won in one of his schemes though, so and hopefully that doesn't turn into a curse. Because the last we had him on a lot of the cars last season, but we didn't get any wins with his scheme. So hopefully can break that trend eventually. Shout out to SBRN, Jeremy, uh, bringing me on so long ago, and we're able to have a lot of fun on the broadcast. I'll be here tomorrow for the cup race, so we commentate old Bobby. IGP, Black Duck. Um, well, I think we have a couple more that I'm probably thinking on and forgetting about. But thanks to all the friends and family who watch, and thanks for all the admins who do the hard work that they do. Because I told Zach, I mean, maybe I wish I didn't tell Zach. I was like, Zach, we're gonna have a clean race today, and he's gonna not be happy with me saying it.
Well, I'll tell you this, brother. Keep your head up. You had a heck of a race tonight. Yeah, it wasn't that win, but You know, you saw it last season in Xfinity. Even though you didn't have that win, that consistency will take you to the dance. So,
I mean, essentially, the goal is just be in the top 8. Because if I'm not mistaken, the way it's going to work is it's going to be top 8 and winners. Correct?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
I mean, goal is to stay top 8. Doing a good job of that right now. So.
Well,
Yeah,
looks like
I think we got.
you're gonna have a pretty secure second place right now in points because DeWalt had a bad night. John was off.
Would have been
So,
even better if we didn't have to take that drop week, but
yep,
we'll be
things
good.
happen.
The coming up races, most of the tracks look good. The only thing I'm worried, I mean, there's a couple tracks I don't like. Cough Nashville, Cough Mid Ohio, Cough Talladega. So other than that, we're fine. But yeah, good job, guys, and have a good night.
You as well, Joe. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Well, it was definitely spicy, Jeremy. Definitely spicy.
That it was. And, you know, hopefully it'll settle down next week. I mean, you know, this is a beginner series track, or a track that, you know, beginners around other cars may not be the best at, but you know, they'll get to redeem themselves next week as they get to go to Atlanta. So a little bit more room, a little bit more draft. I think it's going to fare out to be a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew going in tonight it was going to be tough. Nashville Fairgrounds is not an easy place, and especially when you put high-powered trucks with a lot of downforce on them and carrying a lot of speed. It was going to be a rough night tonight, but you know, you go ahead, you move on to next week, you regroup, and you put on a better show next week. That's all. But congratulations to our top 3. Heck of a job by them, and you know, that's pretty much it.
That is, I think I'm going to take me my last packet of cutscene I've got and probably call it an early night. So, Bobby, I appreciate you joining me tonight. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me up here, even though every time I come on up in the broadcast booth, I stink up your broadcast, but I'm trying to learn.
Nah, not at all. But that's going to end it, everybody. We're going to close it down with a little bit of cutscene and Martin Sports. Till tomorrow night, everybody stay safe. God bless, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. SBRN.
First thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular. It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.